Guys, Nicole Cooper here of NicoleSCooper.com. If you want to get plugged in to some upcoming stuff that I'm going to releasing about how to really grow your business, how to get your business automated, how to start putting yourself in position to attract the right clients. Just stay tuned because over at Nicole S. Cooper, we're going to be revamping my entire message and revamping everything to really talk about how to really take your business to the next level. So hello everybody, Nicole Cooper here. I'm sitting out here doing some work until my computer died, but I wanted to shoot this quick video. I just wrapped a call with some clients and we were mapping out some things for their business. And I wanted to just share with you guys some insight on the difference between business owners who have so much business that they can't keep up with it versus those who are struggling to get their first clients and how you can change that. You know, if you're a business owner, if you're an entrepreneur, even if you have like a side hustle, right? And you're just looking to figure out how can you get your business in front of clients, I'm going to tell you what makes the biggest difference. And what can turn things around for you quickly. The reality is that it took me forever to figure this out, even though I heard it every day, but it didn't click mentally for me. And so now that I've gotten that clarity, I realized, God, it's such a big difference when you know this. So guys, listen, the difference between those who have an unlimited amount of business and those who struggle to even get their first clients, and they struggle to make money monthly, and they struggle to get business, is understanding who your audience is, who is your target market, who is your ideal customer that you are supposed to be working with. Who is your ideal customer that you are supposed to be working with? So many of us want to be all things to all people, and we end up sharing these messages that bring to us the wrong client. So for example, if you are in a business where you have high ticket, it's a higher price point for your services. Let's say it's $1,000 for your services, or $3,000 for your services. The reality is that your messaging has to align with the person who will be able to pay that. But why is your services $3,000? What are you providing? What problems are you solving? So let's say, for me, I'm gonna just use myself as an example, okay? Most people who I work with now as a client, people who work with me one-on-one as consulting clients, they tend to come to me because they want to take their business to the next level. They're already successful. They've already made 6, sometimes 7 figures in their businesses, but they are doing a lot of physical and manual labor. So they want to add the automation component to their business. They want to start creating passive income streams in their business. They want to put systems in place for their business to work for them. So they come to me. They're like, okay, how can I leverage social media better? What do I need to do to put the right sales funnels in place? Should I be blogging? Should I be podcasting? Should I be doing all these things? And what I help them do is identify clearly what it is they have to offer, who it is that they're here to serve, and how do we deliver their product to their audience. So when I work with a client, my goal is to help take the client from, and I say it all the time, from a labor-based business model to a leveraged-based business model. But for somebody to work with me, guys, it's 5 figures. Like, it costs 5 figures to work with me, meaning you got to have disposable cash to be able to invest. And you have to it cannot be a stress factor for you. So when I'm working with consulting clients, these are people who have the disposable income. They already know that it's worth it. They just want me to fix it. I'm like Olivia Pope, the fixer, for them getting themselves from working so hard to generate their income to creating more passive income. So to be honest, fortunately, a lot of people who knew me, right, know what I can do. So business has been coming to me pretty effortlessly. Like, I get so much business now, I literally have to stop taking business right now because my books are getting full. I got tons of personal projects. I have clients wanting to fly me to different places to work with them for a day and pay me thousands of dollars just to sit with them for a day. And that's a blessing. But one of the things that I understood before is I wasn't always getting that, and I wasn't always clear. And even now, as I'm beginning to build my business out, my clarity is getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And so there's categories, and I always teach these categories. You're going to have, there's 5 stages of business. You have your dreamer, right? You have people who are interested in getting involved in business, but they're just researching right now, right? You have those who are launching, those who officially made a decision, they've gotten their business going, but now they need to get their first customer. Then you have those who are growing their business, those who are saying, all right, I'm getting consistent business, but now I need to get it I need to get some systems in place so that I can have more predictability, kind of make sure my income is a certain dollar amount, blah, 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 blah. So these are the people who start getting involved into marketing, right? And then you have the scale phase. These are the higher level people who they're making good income. These are pretty much my audience, people who want to automate their businesses. And now they want to start putting sales funnels in place. Now they want to hire a team of people. Now they want to, do different things to generate that business. And then you have the thought leader. And those are people who now are the experts in the industry. So you have dream, launch, grow, scale, and thought leader, right? When you have these different 5 phases of business, you have to identify who's your target market. Are you the person talking to the dreamer who's just getting started? Okay. If you're talking to the dreamer who's just getting started, that person, there's going to be several things about that person that you need to understand. Number one, they don't know what they want. They're still in research mode. And so when you are trying to get them to make a decision, they need to be convinced, right? Secondly, they're not going to probably spend too much money. They might spend on average, up to $200. Some people spend thousands of dollars. Dreamers do spend thousands of dollars, but they're testing the water. So they want to get something to get themselves convinced that I can do this, right? So if you're talking to the dreamer, you have to understand the mindset of the dreamer. The dreamer doesn't know what they want. They change their mind quickly. 1 minute they're trying this business and they realize, I don't like that. I'm gonna try something else. They're experimenting. So they're not as committed. People who talk to the dreamers are those of you who are how to turn your passion into profits and how to do what you love and get paid. And you have all these flowery words. That was me once upon a time. You're talking to the dreamer, right? Which means that you're talking to the person that doesn't really have a business yet. They're in search mode. They're probably going to spend a little bit of money with you, but they're just not clear, and they need somebody to help give them a sense of clarity and a sense of direction. I can go on and explain this stuff. I'm going to start doing live workshops. I have my my camera set up on my book, but I mapped all this stuff out. Let me see. I can kind of show it to you guys, but I'm mapping out a full system to help people understand how these phases of business work and knowing how to talk to your target market. It's a whole nother level of doing business. This isn't just how to get rich quick and how to make money fast and all this stuff, which is why I abandoned that language, and which is why I've kind of taken myself into a different angle. But the key thing is for you guys to start getting very clear. Oh, here it is. I'm mapping out the system. So I don't think you'll be able to see much. Let me see. Let me turn the camera around. So you guys can see there, right? The dream phase, the launch, the grow, the scale, and the thought leader, right? And so these are things that you'll see me teaching on, help showing you, let's see, what are the things that they want to learn? What's the audience requests and their needs, right? What is their expected investment? Like, how much can you expect them to invest with you? What is the language that you need to use? Just understanding like how to create different products to reach different markets, right? And one of the things that I've learned about me is I'm consulting, but I consult and I coach people at a higher level. The people who work with me as consulting clients, they're going to be at a higher level. And so if somebody is brand spanking new and they're like, oh my God, can you coach me? Well, there's certain things that I can give them, but there's certain things that I have to have them get prepared for before they start working with me, because I'm no longer that person that's working with the dreamer and I'm dreaming of big dreams, but I don't know what I want, and I just want you to get on the phone and tell me that I can do it. No, I'm not doing that. So it's very important, guys, if you really want to start separating yourself. Listen, it's so much business out here. It's so much money you can make. It's so many people looking for good quality people to work with. I get so many people requesting for me to work with them, and I'm turning business away all the time. My goal now is to be connected to people that I can refer this business to. you know, and I know some pretty good people, but people so focused on being a superstar that they don't want to use their skills to generate income. That's why everybody out here hustling, trying to scrape up dollars, because everybody want to be a celebrity on a banner, when you got a skill set that you can be servicing a client with and getting paid $2,000 and $3,000 and $10,000 for. So anyway, y'all hear me. I'll be sharing a lot more of this and start doing some workshops and stuff, really talking about business stuff. Like, a lot of us just don't know. I said I realized that I was a high-paid hustler for a very long time, and now I'm learning how to be a high-paid business professional. So it's a big difference. But anyway, that's the difference between those who make tons of money and those who struggle to get their first sale. Is you got to be clear who your target market is. Who are they? What do they want? How do you target them? You know, what price points are they willing to pay for? What are their biggest problems? What are the greatest questions that they're asking? And guys, you can't service everybody. Pick one person, the personality type. Hey, Dayron, good to see you. Hey, Tanya. Yeah, so pick a personality that you ideally want to work with, that you know you can service, and get very clear on that. I tell people, when you're in the learn phase, you a hustler. Like, people be like, do you know anybody who's a photographer? I got a camera, I can be your photographer. Oh, do you know anybody who build websites? Oh, I know how to build websites. Do you know anybody who can do my graphics? Yep, I use this thing called Canva. I can do your graphics. Tell me what you need. Like, when you're getting started in business, you take whatever business come your way, because you're just trying to make money. But you start getting clear when you hit the growth phase, and when you hit the you're super clear by the time you hit the scale phase. So anyway, this stuff is you know, it's funny. I can motivate all day long, and I can get hundreds of people to watch my motivational videos, but I realize that there's a lot of people who never get connected to my business conversations. And so I'm going to start really sharing a lot more information about this business side, because most people have no idea what I do. People don't know how I make money. You know, I was talking to hey, Zach. Hey, Marshawn. I was talking to my mother-in-law, and I was like, yeah, you know, I just landed a client, blah, 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 blah. And I'm telling her the numbers, and she was like, oh my God, like, you know, they can't figure out how I'm around the house pecking on my keyboard and on the phone for a couple hours, and it produces 5-figure contracts. But I'm going to start opening up the doors to let people know what that looks like, because it's a whole nother side of me beyond all the motivation and the inspiration and the spirituality and all these other things. The business side of me is brewing to begin to share. And so, you guys, stay tuned for that, and always stay plugged in to the live streams by making sure that you follow me here on my page on Facebook at Nicholas Cooper. Make sure you follow and subscribe. And I'm going to be revamping my website so you guys can opt in and start getting some information. So, hey, John, good to see you, friend. So I'm going to wrap this up, y'all, and go get some work done. I think I have more conference calls to do. So stay tuned, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.